No,
Lead generation forms are one-click form submission experiences that allow prospective customers to convert 5 times higher than traditional landing page forms, and we're giving it to you entirely for free.
Wow. Is that an email? Can you share your screen?
Yeah, there we go. Last week we shared more than 20,000 product pages are listed on LinkedIn. Now I know we're all in services and they don't have services pages yet. It has to be a physical product. And I think they also include like SaaS services and stuff like that. But
this is huge.
Yeah, but a free one-click lead gen form for product pages.
Oh my gosh, this is like really a big deal. Monty, do you have any pages that have product pages?
I am going to be setting one up for my crab cake company that I work with. So this will be big for them. That's the only one though.
Wow. I mean, there's a SaaS company we work with. We've been more on the sales enablement side, so we don't really do much with the company page, but I am really curious to see how many people end up viewing the company and then product page because of what our sales associates are doing, and then fill out a form there. I don't have any guess or clue what the actual, rate would be, but I'm really curious.
Yeah.
Really, really curious. I definitely want to revisit this here another time.
And just out of curiosity, a service is a product. So you're saying it has to be a physical product?
Yes. They have said that, consulting and other, even like home services, that services are not supposed to be on product pages. And I'm not sure how they're controlling it, but
yeah, that's my question, is how would they know?
Yeah.
They know they're watching you right now.
Yeah.
So would things like training courses or membership programs be considered a product?
I think I'm not sure, but I'd have to, I don't recall the exact guidelines. I know they definitely said that a SaaS software subscription was considered a product. So
let's go to
at one point they were actually reviewing them. So
let's go down this bunny trail here for a minute, because I feel like this has implications. I did, just for kicks and giggles, some product reviews. Like I did HubSpot, I did Sales Nav.
I'll also say, while I've been dubious about how much that's actually going to get utilized directly within LinkedIn, I gotta think it's an interesting SEO play. Not sure how well, you'd have to have some, if you have 50 different products, you got to figure out what's the, the value of setting all that up relative to the, not how viable that is for a small business, but if you've only got 3 or 4, then, it's kind of a no-brainer.
For sure. I want to see the lead form. I wonder if they've got it pull up anywhere here.
But I see that as a tie-in. Like you're seeing or you're hearing about all these things that they're going to introduce, like the Clubhouse a la, so it's about keeping them on the platform. Then you got Microsoft Dynamics 365 and the integration of Sales Navigator, and it just seems like a long-term roadmap or play to have everything integrated so you stay on the platform.
Well, okay, so man, this really ties in with what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, where who wants the lead form figured out? Or sorry, who wants the lead form filled out? Does the sales team want the lead form filled out? Yes. Does the marketing team want the lead form filled out? Yes. Everybody's going to want it filled out.
I'll sign it.
You just need to send the people there and then take action when it's filled out. Hey, does anybody know when the lead form is filled out, how are you notified?
That's a good question. Who owns the data? Do you get to import it into your system?
I don't know. I know that there's some Zapier integrations and probably with other stuff as well for lead forms, but that's usually through paid campaigns. I'm not sure about if when someone fills out the lead form, I'm assuming someone gets an email notification.
Exactly. We use Zapier and then our clients just get an email. There's a new lead.
And then the you get an email notification that a form has been submitted. Do you choose in the form settings who receives the email, or is it the page admin?
No, we do it.
And is that done through Zapier then?
Yes, exactly.
Uh,
When you use HubSpot, I think you can connect the lead gen form with HubSpot. So if someone fills out the lead gen, and it automatically gets into HubSpot.
Got it. Got it. So you could do, I mean, HubSpot is one CRM option. If you're using Zapier, the workflow would be submit the lead form, create the contact, schedule a task, or maybe something automated. But if it's a warm lead, you probably would want it to be super automated, probably want to customize a little bit. So workflow, submit it, the email notification goes out, the sales associate is queued up a task, and then that task could include sending an email, an in-mail,
Yeah.
an invite, or whatever.
Usually they just call them.
Just call them.
Mm-hmm.
Is phone required or optional? Depends on how you want to set it up.
Yeah. It depends. Like most of our clients just want the phone number, and then they just call them like within, I think, 48 hours.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing paid, I could see no phone number being more clicks because it's an easier conversion,
Yeah.
but probably the potential that they're going to ghost you is higher, right?
Exactly.
So they want to do required phone so that it's more qualified, even though they might pay a couple times more.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's fascinating. I really want to see, Scott, thanks for reading that email. I really want to see what the lead form looks like when it goes live on product pages. I don't see it anywhere on here. Anybody know any other product pages that we could dive into? I mean, if we're not seeing it on a LinkedIn one, it's probably not rolled out yet. Campaign manager, skill, or more. Did they give you any screenshots in that, Scott? That you know?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So it's probably just coming down the road.
I think this is interesting because, I know I've heard some people talk about Zapier integrations, but you've got this lead form. Now, Microsoft also has their own automation called Power Desktop or something like that. And it's pretty powerful. And it's, you don't have to know how to code. You just drag and drop. And I saw a demo of it once. So I'm looking at this as everything's starting to come into play, where it's going to be one ecosystem between Microsoft and LinkedIn.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the way they're going to go. Microsoft is the 800-pound gorilla in the room. They just with the creating a product page. Does anybody know here how you can you request to create a product page, or is it just automatic? Anybody know? I haven't seen any ability to do that.
Yeah, Isaac. I actually have a client an attorney who has some product. We created her product. She had to put in an application. And within 48 hours, she got approved. Now she only had one product, but they approved it. So I guess the thinking there is that if you have more than one product, in theory at least, that's where you would use product pages. But she had to apply and then was approved within 48 hours.
Vivica, would you be willing to tell us what were the questions that you had to fill out for the product application?
Yeah, I wish I knew. She did not share that with me. We just didn't. We just know that she told me she was approved, and so I don't know exactly what those questions are. I can certainly ask her. I'm sure she'd share with me what that is. I'm assuming it's not quite as extensive as the application for LinkedIn Live, but not quite sure. I'll ask her and get back to you by next week if you like.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be a big gold rush to set up your product pages, just like there was with Google My Business, just with the potential for reviews, real estate, and search, everything. I'm also expecting if you do anything related to LinkedIn, they'll probably say, sorry, Isaac, you can't have a product about LinkedIn at all. Funny enough, I've seen a number of company pages that straight up say that they do LinkedIn automation. They're still up. Whatever, it is what it is. Okay.